Have you ever thought, I don't have confidence to do something? Or maybe you listen to a good friend of yours who seems to talk down to herself and wondering, why don't you see yourself as such an amazing person? You always say, I can't do something, they'll never let me do it. Well, a lot of that starts in childhood. And when you're a child, you often have this feeling that I don't have the ability, I can't do it. And maybe somebody jokingly said something to you when you were very young that indicated, oh, you're never going to learn how to ride that bike. And it always kind of stuck with you that I'm not good enough. All of that goes back to the third chakra. Third chakra is located in the solar plexus. That's why it's called solar plexus chakra. But this is your area of social identity. This is where people can relate to you and how you relate to the world. So the social identity chakra, the third chakra, is all about building confidence and self-esteem. This is where our personal power, not the physicality of power, that's located in the root chakra, but the personal power that comes with self-control, willpower, ego, identity. And so a lot of times we don't have the confidence to be able to complete a project. We may have the resources, we may have people who want to work with us, but if you don't have the confidence to be able to move forward, you probably will feel like you'll never be able to accomplish something. This is where a lot of victimization comes into. So what does it look like if the chakra is too open? So if you don't feel like you have any power, then sometimes people say, I'm going to take your power. And then you realize you're a bully. And so you start off perhaps being a schoolyard bully, but then you maybe grow up to be the bully who's the boss. But this says that I know I don't have enough power, but if I take your power, then I'm going to feel better about myself. What happens if you go the other way and you've got somebody who has the power taken away from them? So eventually the chakra that is supposed to open and close like valves realizes I have no power. Everybody takes power away from me. I'm a victim. I can't do anything. And then eventually we say the chakra becomes closed. And when that happens, you don't really have the confidence. You don't have the ability to be able to move forward with your own goals and dreams. So how is it that you bring balance? Well, the color of the third chakra is yellow. And so a lot of times people use the imagery of fire deep inside the solar plexus to bring power into your world. Okay? If we say that if you don't have power, you say you're yellow-bellied. And if you do have a lot of power, sometimes we say he's got fire in the belly. So how do you bring in more power, more self-esteem, more awareness of how you relate to the world? So if you want to work with a musical note, you will work with E. If you want to work with a hertz or vibration, you work with 528 hertz. If you want to work with a seed sound or a mantra, Ram. Ram. And if you repeat that often enough, it really does give you a sense of power. If you want to work with food groups, most people like to work with carbs. Carbs are easily converted energy source. And you know, if you just feel like you're just having a really rough day, sometimes you really want to have some mac and cheese or something else that's probably not great for you to eat, but it just feels good at the time. And finally, if you want to work with crystals, I suggest working with some of the yellow crystals, like maybe a yellow jasper or a citrine, something that has the image of fire, to put more fire into your belly. Thanks a lot.